Ah!
All right. Are you ready to go, little one? Oh, you're tired. We can rest when we get there, okay? Or we could call our trip off if you'd prefer. Ah, there's that spark of yours. Don't worry, we're still going. But you need to be awake now, okay? I need you to focus if we're going to make it to Orrery. This won't work unless you're fully willing. Are you ready? Okay then, let's begin. Here, take this. Go on, don't be shy. It's a fruit I invented. I call it a pomegranate. Yes, it is a funny name, isn't it? I must admit, it is an acquired taste, so you may not like it. Regardless, I would like you to eat it for me. Yes, right now. I realize it is a strange request, but I promise you, it will all make sense. Please, little one? Thank you. Trust me, this will make things much easier. There, what did I say? Welcome, little one, to Tartarus. The fruit I had you eat has a special connection to this place. No matter where you are, it'll always bring you home. Are you ready to go inside? There's quite a lot to explore, and I don't doubt for a second that you'll find some mischief to stir up. Very well. Stand back while I open the door. It's a little heavy. I wouldn't want you to hurt yourself. There we go. Oh my. Are you all right, little one? You're surprised by my strength. Well, it would be strange for me to be this large and not have some modicum of strength. Also, these doors are only able to be opened by my hands alone. Not because I am the strongest of my kind, but because the doors are designed to only respond to me. Call it home security. Who is the strongest? That is a good question. Perhaps Poseidon? Or maybe Zeus? We'll have to test that out sometime. Maybe we should have a meeting about it. It has been a while since I have seen my family. You'd like to meet the others of my kind as well? Well, I'm certain that you will. You and I will be working quite closely together at first, but once you're ready, you'll get to see much more of the world when I send you to meet my brother Poseidon and my sister Zeus. Both are king and queen of their respective territories. They are both quite different from me, but don't worry. We get along for the most part, and I'm sure they'll be very pleased to meet you too. And before I forget, while I'm here, I'd prefer that you call me by my true name. When I came to Esselheim, the Jotans gave me the name Tyr, but my real name is Hades. It might be less confusing for everyone here if you simply refer to me as such moving forward, alright? Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way, shall we have a look around? I thought you might want to. Follow me and stay close, alright? I don't want you getting lost just yet. In fact, why don't you hold my hand? I'll take you to where we need to go. Alright, let's go. And finally, we are here. My inner sanctum. This is where I do most of the work in creating ambrosia. A lot of my experimentation has fallen short, but I believe, with your help of course, I may be able to get at least somewhat further. I'll also provide a room for you if you ever need to take a break from your work. You should know, while you're in your room, I won't disturb you, unless, of course, you've given me express permission to do so, alright? Oh, well, of course I'm trying to make you comfortable. This place is going to be your home for a good while. It's important to me that you're as comfortable as possible. If you have any complaints, please do voice them. I will listen. I promise. Do you have any questions for me so far? I know this place isn't exactly what you're used to. It's a lot bigger than the environments on your world. Is there anyone else living here? Well, no, not at the moment. People do pass through, of course, but it'll just be you and me for the most part. The second chair? What do you... Oh, you're talking about the throne room we passed, and how there are 2 thrones. Well, the second chair belongs to my Persephone. She's currently away right now. I don't think you'll ever cross paths with her, but who knows? This universe has a strange way of surprising me, so I suppose it's not impossible. Just not very probable. Do I miss her? Oh, of course, every day. It's why I work as hard as I do some days. What? Oh, don't you start worrying about me again, little one. I'm not stressed. I'll be just fine. I have you after all, right? So, I was thinking, if you're going to be helping me, you should probably understand the fundamental concepts that I am working with. And the best way to do that is to teach you. So that is what I intend to do. We'll start with something simple, creating a construct and giving it life. That will take some time, but I believe you can handle it. After that, maybe we can talk to my brother and sister about expanding your knowledge in the subject of ambrosia. I say maybe because my sister is not so sure of the idea, and my brother is, well, his approach is somewhat different to mine. I'm sure you'll understand that sooner than I'd like. So, are you ready to get started? Oh, that was a big yawn. Oh no, it's all right. Traveling the way that we did is bound to have some unforeseen side effects on your form. I imagine you might feel a little overwhelmed by all of this as well. Oh, you didn't want to upset me. You're too sweet for your own good, aren't you, little one? Ah, that reminds me. Would you like a new name? It only seems right, since my name in your world is Tia, and now it's Hades. Odin has a different name in my world too. Oh yes, his name is Prometheus. So, would you like a new name too? Very well. I will give you a book on our language and naming conventions, and you can choose one out for yourself. You want me to come up with a name for you? Are you sure? Little one, you do me a great honor. I feel so happy. I will choose you a very wonderful name then, a name that suits you. Let me think. What name suits you best? Maybe... No, not that. Definitely not that. I know. How about Pandora? Yes? So you like it? Wonderful. Very well. Pandora it is. Well then, little Pandora. Would you like to see where you'll be sleeping? Come with me then. Here we are. It's a little barren right now, but I think you'll be able to spruce it up with your own style soon enough. Just you wait. Soon your room will be filled with all sorts of memories and heirlooms. Now, let's get you to bed. There. Are you comfortable, little Pandora? Wonderful. Also, I was wondering if you would be interested in a bedtime story. I've encountered certain cultures that do such things. I'm told it is a ritual that helps to provide a healthy resting period. Would you be interested? Wonderful. Now, let me see if I still have that book. Aha, here we are. Okay. Are you comfortable? Good. Then I shall begin. This story is a legend that comes from your world, little one. It's the legend of King Ymir, the first Jotun. Long ago, there was a poor village filled with cyberkind. The elders were infected with rust and had no means of a cure. The children were starving and in need of fresh energy to live. The village was small and distant from the rest of the world, plagued with harsh weather and no means of outside contact. Until one day, a stranger appeared through the winds surrounding the village. He was dressed in thin rags, but despite this, he was not shivering. The stranger walked with caution and wisdom to a local inn. He asked the barkeep for a glass of coolant, for he had been walking for a long time and his servos were running hot. The barkeep obliged and asked for a name. "My name is Emir," said the stranger, and he removed his hooded rags. "And I am here to spread the will of the twin gods." The barkeep was stunned by the beauty of Emir's face. Never before had he seen such strange modifications, such shiny and glittering metal. "And in which direction does the will of the gods spread?" stammered the barkeep. Emir smiled a warm smile. "It spreads from the world tree, Yggdrasil, and it gives life to the suffering and those in need." Emir looked around outside. "This village, while it may be suffering, will become the greatest kingdom under the will of Yggdrasil one day." Before the barkeep could say anything, Emir spoke again. "I am expecting some friends to arrive tomorrow night. Would you be so kind as to provide me a place of rest until then?" The barkeep eventually found his words. "Yes, of course." "Wonderful," said Emir. "Let me describe my friends to you. Their names are Ordhumla, Orgelmir, Brimir, and Blaine. They look much like myself, with the exception of Ordhumla," Emir chuckled. "Now that I think about it, I think you'll be able to tell when they arrive." "I'm sure I will," said the stammering barkeep. And with that, Emir left for his room, where he was silent. It didn't take long for rumor to spread throughout the village of the traveler called Emir, and everyone was excited to see and hear of these new travelers that would be arriving. What do they want with us? What do they seek here in our humble little village? The villagers continued to wonder all the while until the next night, and Emir had not left his room once. Then, all of a sudden, once again, through the cold winds, 4 strangers in rags appeared. One was big and strong and wielded an axe of neon starlight. Next to him was a creature walking on 4 legs and glowing as brightly as an infant star. Behind them were 2 smaller beings, one wielding a spear, the other not so much walking as he was gliding. The barkeep saw them through the window, but before he could say anything, the door to Emir's room suddenly swung open as Emir rushed down to meet the 4 strangers. He called them over to the inn and began chatting happily with them. Their booming and joyous voices filled the room with a sense of cheer no one in the village had felt for some time. "Now then," began Emir, suddenly turning to the barkeep, "do you know where we might find a place called Ginnungagap?" "Oh, you've fallen asleep." "Good night, my little Pandora. I'll be just outside if you need me." "Oh, good night." Oh, well, looks like everything is back to normal. Let me see. Before I get back to work, I suppose I should write a letter to Persephone. Let her know that everything is... So, you're still here. I thought you'd have left me alone. But even after all this time, you're still here. Still watching. Still waiting. But after all this time, I finally realize what you are. And you're here for me this time, aren't you? But it's not my time yet. I still have time. You can't take me. I don't care how much longer I have. I will stop you. I will save what remains of my family. And I'll do whatever it takes to do so. I must get back to work. I'll write my letter some other time.